Please subscribe to my backup channel. It's called Our True History Replies, as in I would reply to you. Just in case anything happens to this TikTok account, you can just search for the other one now and just subscribe, and then you'll always be up to date with me. Also, don't forget I'm on YouTube. So I was just looking here and I found this website. It's called, and it's basically, it says scientists say natural underground tunnels will be ideal for people to come. Like, yes, that's because if you watch the other video, you know there's already underground tunnels made by the Martians. We might as well call them Martians. Now Corey Goode is just one whistleblower. Now make of him as you will, but he does actually say the same thing as me, which is the Germans were there way back in the 30s because of the help, as I mentioned. Now he also said that when he was there in a military capacity, they were having wars with other alien races, not the Martians, but other alien races on the moon, which begs me to think that we create... You followed me and got how many followers? Yeah, probably none, but you will actually get knowledge. So when the Apollo missions were happening, they would... people down on Earth would use what they call ham radios back then to actually listen in to conversations that the astronauts had back with the base at NASA. And one of the code words was Santa Claus, and that code word means aliens. So they actually said, and this was recorded on ham radio, that the Santa Claus is real. So basically, in other words, they could see UFOs flying around during one of the missions. But other notable people that have, astronauts that have sort of said that they've seen UFOs is Buzz Aldrin. He was on the mission with Neil Armstrong and has been outspoken about this. Unfortunately, he's part. Mars has domes. Now this is just one picture here which shows something. That's if you believe this was taken from the ground of Mars, but a lot of people go through the orbital photographs of NASA's and they can find these strange anomalies, such as these domes here. Now supposedly they're made out of glass, according to whistleblowers, but it's not just domes. Look at these, although this is a rendering, it's not the real picture, it shows what is on Mars, and there's 3-mile high pyramid type structures, again supposedly made out of glass. Now you're going to say glass is a bad idea. Now bear in mind this was probably when this was covered over with glass and everything else. Now NASA is actually working with glass at the moment. Now I've looked into glass, and it turns out that if you make glass in a zero gravity environment where there's no moisture, glass, certain types of glass, how you make it, is stronger than steel. I thought I'd show you some pictures supposedly from Mars. So someone with a keen eye noticed something down there, and when it's blown up it kind of looks like some sort of humanoid figure riding something, maybe moving along on the atmosphere. Now the atmosphere on Mars, supposedly from whistleblowers, is not what we're told by NASA. It's not breathable, you still need a suit, but it's not anywhere as bad. So we'll just have a look at some other pictures here. This is... well, you can probably guess what that looks like on Mars. And this is a strange thing. It looks like lichen, I think it's pronounced, which is a creature type thing, apparently, I think, that grows here on Earth. So it's kind of weird how it looks like it's there. And there's other objects here that looks like that. So I just thought I'd show you some. Quite fun. Star Trek and real aliens. Now this guy Gene Roddenberry was an American fighter pilot in World War II, and a very good one, and he claimed to say that he saw a craft once, and inside that hovering craft, through the windows he could see little beings with big heads. Now he doesn't say whether or not he was abducted by them, but hold that thought for a moment. So little creatures with big heads. Okay. So then he wrote an episode, the very first episode of Star Trek, where he had this character. Now this character in the film captures humans, experiments on them, and watches them from afar, which is very similar to what would happen if a Grey was to capture you, experiment on you. So did Roddenberry see an alien?